All right, let's break down the cure real quick as Trump is going into that pedicurist and manicurist position with the X files for those nails to be sharpened for the Santa Claus and all those things. Okay, so when you dry flower, depending on your room's conditions and humidity levels and all these things, your drying can take a few days to a couple weeks on that first initial set. And if it's too dry, you leave it on the stem and then you take them off the stem later. All these things are kind of playing out on the world level in different aspects. But when you get it into that jar, okay, you leave it sealed for the jar for a couple days or a day or whatever. You got to check it, burp it, and those things. That goes on with the baby being birthed. But this is part of the when the gas exchange from the jar, that mason jar, and those things that are going on. If you're doing that kind of cure, you may be doing the cure in a Tupperware or a turkey bag, and those types of things that's going on with the different seasons, and depending on what size of grow operation that people are working with or whatever. But this is where it's going from different size farms, in a matter of speaking, or different size seed propagation and seed selection for plants to coming on to our world stage now, where they've put the seeds out there, they've grown them to a certain size, and the ones who keep going, they are going into flower season, which is now in a way, or they've already picked the flowers in a way and they're drying it, and that's where this cure is coming in for the Epstein stuff, because it's already flowered and grown. So as all these things have done, the combs, blackberry bush, all those things are coming in, and it's all grown, ready to be picked and eaten and consumed by the people watching the world stage show. So as the flower is being picked, dried, and put in the jars, the mason jars, the Tupperware, whatever, it's being opened and burped as the moisture gathers and the gas gathers and collects into the jars and containers. Then it's opened up, aired out, and then it's done again until it just gets to that perfect cure. And a perfect cure can take up to 6 months or whatever, depending on your conditions and how you can work it out. But either way, folks, we're right here, and that flower setting for that cure, the flow, ER, the flower, all that with the rib, nucleic acid, the flood waters have already been whatever, and everybody's about to be thrown off. They're basically all riding on the Titanic right now, and they're hitting the iceberg. They're seeing the iceberg, they're seeing the icy water, and the iceberg's going to hit, the Titanic's going to hit the iceberg, it's going to split, they're all going to go into the water, they're all going to freeze, the ice cubes with the ice helmets, the UN, all this shit is all there, okay?